Newsweek is once again recognizing People's Bank as a great place to work for the third year in a row. The company said the honor is based largely on employee surveys and workplace feedback, and this year's recognition adds to a growing streak for the local bank. President and CEO of People's Bank, Tyler Wilcox, said he sees it as a reflection of the people inside the organization and the way they support customers and coworkers day to day. He said the goal is to create an environment where employees feel valued and empowered, and where teamwork is part of the culture, not just a slogan. Wilcox calls it a raise your hand culture, meaning employees are encouraged to speak up with concerns, ideas, or ways to improve.
This is a celebration of the awesome people that we have that work here. The award is based on that employee feedback, so I think they're excited to see that the way that they feel is the way that their colleagues feel, and then to have a national organization recognize that this culture that we've created together is special, and the hundreds of employees we especially have here in the Mid-Ohio Valley feel like it's the type of place that they want to work at, that they want to recommend to their friends, and that they want to stay at for a long career.
This is the third year in a row People's Bank has earned this honor, something only a small number of banks nationwide can say. The recognition is based on employee interviews, company reviews, and data analysis. Wilcox said the bottom line is simple. If the workplace isn't improving, it's falling behind. And he said their focus is on getting better every single day.